Yeah.
All right, welcome again, everyone. Truth, you don't know, season 2. We're back in the building. Yo, we now cut this in a way.
Come on, let's go.
Bloopers.
I'm Dunks. You see me? That person that you see laughing over there is Ella. You can hardly see her. We have Russ. We have Il King. We have Suna. You see me? And you don't know, this is truth, where we just have random reasons to talk about random topics. You guys are invited to have the discussion in the comments, you see me? And ask questions, stuff like that. Yeah, but there is a big family, it's just a big reasoning. As you know, Jamaicans love reasoning, you see me? So, previously we touched on the topic. We were speaking about rain in the last episode, and I think Il King, aka Iltrax, brought up the fact that a lot of people live in dangerous areas because of they can't afford housing. So I think that is a good topic, and we can definitely look into that some more. So we want to talk about housing, the housing situation in Jamaica. You see me? And just before we continue, people can go check out the rain episode. It's on the page, isn't it? So you can just check it out, and we'll leave the link in the description so you can check that out as well. So, yeah, housing. How you guys feel about it?
At this rate, I will need 5 spouses for anybody to give me the amount of money that I actually need to purchase.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah? So, Russ, you agree with that? Everybody agree with that?
Yeah, man. Everybody have to have a spouse, man. Or 2. As far as me concerned, in order to get the money to be able to afford a home.
So
home,
basically,
not even a house, a home.
Yeah, so basically everybody has say it's far too expensive. It's not affordable.
Yeah.
Man, polygamy have to be a thing, brother.
That's something we usually have when you're young, when you talk about your dream house and everybody wants a mansion and them something there. Just the best thing I can hope for right now in the market, you want a 2-bedroom, you want the hall for decent, and you want a nice kitchen.
You want hall?
Yeah, man, you want a hall, man. You need a little hall, 2 hours. By the way, 180.
Kitchen and
okay, by hall you mean living room, yeah, for real.
It's a living room.
Shared bathroom.
Everything in a one.
Yeah, because they must sell some 1-bedroom house. No, 2-bedroom, 1 bathroom for like 16 million.
Yeah.
Square feet is not, I don't want a whole heap of square feet either. Like, you don't have no privacy basically.
Yeah.
And that is like, the options that most people have. And if you're going to go 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, you look on like a 20 million.
Yeah.
You see me?
And it depends on the area. Because a 1-bedroom in a Kingston is about the price of about 20 million.
20
really?
million,
Yeah.
1-bedroom, bathroom.
Yeah, man, about 20. I mean, I talk apartment.
Yeah.
A super studio at 20 million at Kingston.
Yeah. So it's terrible.
So how did it get like this? How it become this as a thing?
Boy,
is it supply and demand? What is it?
To this day, I don't really have a clue. Most of the older people that I talk to, them say when they were building their houses, most people quote between $250,000 to $1 million. That's what them pay for them. I mean, I talk in a Kingston, St. Elizabeth, anywhere you check, that are the range at which them pay.
Yeah.
Whereas we as young persons are expected to, be nice, work hard, your time will come, but we just need to know, say, about 16 million.
Right.
One little space we would have called home. As really would I say an house as a home. And I don't know.
It's better than house, by the way.
Yeah. Another factor to troubling to young people too is that the prices are being quoted in US and we don't work in US. We don't get paid in US. So that is another factor affecting us.
For all the people who love live on the North Coast, everything down that side, majority, once it near the coast, Them quote it in a US dollars. So.
Well, it sounds like you're true wood. If you're true wood, call him. If you're true, yo, Truth Nation, tell Ras to call him. Literally, just call him if you're calling him, bro.
Not kind of look like rental. Not like.
Yo, but a fact, you know. I think housing, like, it's not even for the locals, really. I don't think. I think it's for returning residents. I think of a tourists, because some of these things are being quoted, as I say, in a US dollar. So, we don't use US dollar. I know that some of the companies probably are not based locally, and that is why it's quoted in US. But really and truly, the only people that are really, what I would say now, let me not say only people, but the people that are more likely to take up these houses are returning residents. Like, them love it. Them think it really reasonable, and them do them Airbnb and them rent it out and stuff like that. For the average Jamaican, it is a stretch, and it basically put them in a long-term commitment when they have to pay 50 grand a month on top of 2 children, on top of car, you know, and some of them still have to be going to school, you know, taking care of them family. It's really a burden. And then when you look on just cost of living and wages in general.
Man. Just to give people a prime example, like we spoke about the houses being about $16 million.
Right.
If you have to purchase a house with that, saying you're going to take a mortgage at a bank or so on, you're looking like $110,000, $120,000 a month. That's really what you're looking at. You know, not a lot of persons are earning $110,000, $120,000 a month, much less.
Exactly.
And that's a little 2-bedroom with a little space, and a dream house. That's just something for you to live and feel comfortable in. And you can buy it, you know, but can you furnish it?
Expand and build an actual house behind it.
Yeah.
Can you do that? That's the thing.
And again, you know, one thing that will happen is that, you know, our dream house and our dream area to build it is going to be something that we're going to have to compromise with, because, I mean, it is always cheaper to get a land in country, you know what I mean? But if you have this ideal idea where you live in a certain area or whatever, I mean, you're looking at probably when you're about 50 before you can actually.
It's just your idea, I know, because if I know a lot of people who choose to live in country. There's just no work there. There's just nothing available for them.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
Area. So I think something that the government should look into is, you know, expanding outside of these already overpopulated
urban area. Yeah.
Right. You have a lot of land that's available in the country if you put jobs, make things available, you know, outsource companies like some of these, even the call centers and so on. Why all of them
put them elsewhere, otherwise from Portmore. We don't want to go to Portmore, man.
Right, you know, you have to expand. And another
don't want to go to Portmore, man.
Another thing that's affecting where people choose to live is crime. Because I know a lot of areas that would be more convenient for me, but I'm not going to live there. So, you understand? I cannot go and live there. So my only options are these gated communities where they're building for $20 million one lick or something. Because because the other areas are just not safe.
But as you raise that point, you know, I have a little theory. You see me? I am saying that probably because there has been a rise in gated communities and these gated community homes and stuff like that. And it really hinges on the fact that crime, like a lot of people want to live in a gated community because crime high. Yeah?
Yeah.
Then go hand in hand, don't? So if you remove crime, so much people don't want to live in a gated community, so probably them, you know,
somebody has supplemented.
People always are saying, you know, crime not so hard to fight, but people always assume that nobody are trying to solve crime in Jamaica. Like, crime is so profitable to a lot of people.
Yeah, profitable to a lot.
Yeah, because some of them, and it just don't make no sense, because when you look at the house, as you say, these houses that they're telling you is for $16 and $20 million. if you were to get a piece of land, let's say you get a piece of land in a country, because even in the same country, they must set the land. You decide to build this same house. No, it costs so much money.
No, it costs so much.
And they might tell us your materials make a price there, so you know.
Yeah.
Show you them terrible. They might tell us the materials that they have to use.
Nonsense.
Cost the price today at 16 million.
Yeah, but they host them even weaker. I think them weaker than
them weaker.
Actual.
Them have only problems.
You have cracks in the walls, all sorts of something like that. It's what they call it, pre-slab or whatever they call it.
Yeah,
cement.
I mean, some of these structures are strong, you know. So, however, what happened is that you buy this house and then there's no modification that can be done to it. So you kind of just, you know, they move away in one system. You just do the same thing over and over. Is basically a life like that you're by yourself into, because you're into this house. You can't change nothing. You can't really turn the bed the other way because everything is on that wall.
Is that way?
Not try to say. Go fit.
So in some houses you can't change the paint outside or nothing. You have to stick to the scheme color.
Yes, you have to stick. You can't change the color.
The thing that sticks with me most about these houses, I grew up in a scheme house in St. Elizabeth, and it is the same house. The same exact house that they're building now. But the only difference is
change the design.
I drill the wall in the house in St. Elizabeth. I can't drill this wall. That's the only difference.
Them try to make it open concept.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
20 or 30 years ago, you still build the same house, give we now, but weaker.
You can imagine you drive up in the scheme and you're going to the wrong house.
You have to remember where your house there.
Yeah.
People used to come to our house a lot because they think it's a neighbor house, but really and truly it's the same exact house. The only thing that they're changing is the quality of the house and give it a little open floor kind of concept.
But how you describe it to somebody we have visited though? Like
exactly. That is what I was going to say. Like
drive up to and the house look like and it's this color. Everything
You're
is the same.
You're supposed to have number on the
but if you don't have number, you have to tell them like you color your garbage bin, is me?
Yeah.
Like look out for the
outside or something.
Something like that. Or you just go to the door and go wave.
The house that they're building, they don't have any foresight. I cannot comfortably fit a good size fridge, a washer and a dryer and a good size stove in the kitchen. It can't fit. And then there's the washroom area, it's just there's no foresight. Like which size furniture do you think we're gonna have? Like miniature furniture? I don't want to.
Supposed to have no furniture.
Sir, some people like it, you know, they're minimalist still, you know, so they will work with it, you know, but
it's not like I have a lot of stuff. I'm facing issues like I don't have anywhere to put a full solid case of tissue.
Yeah.
Because the storage closet just not wide enough to one case of tissue. You have to slant it here. Like who build that? And why?
It's like they basically build the place with the system in mind that these persons who are going to live here are not going to be able to afford these type of things.
Me for 20 million,
and them now they're home. Plus they're now they're home. I work in class with myself.
Yeah.
Now they're home.
They're home. Or them barely go camp here.
The man build the storage closet for somebody who's going to buy a $20 million house but can't buy one case of tissue.
Yeah.
But you know the thing though? Them kind of dictate even them in a way how them build the house is dictating how you live.
Yeah.
Because now, if you buy one of them 2-bedroom houses, you know, but I think you can have 3 people in that thing. One.
One basically, the other bedroom is a guest room, so one.
So is either you gonna have your pitney, or you gonna be a bachelor, invite other people, or you know, is either one or the other. If you want anything else, you have to go belong. You have to belong because it's really and truly, in a workout no other way. Because let's say you have 2 children. When they're teenagers, what going to happen? They're going to share rooms for just the rest of their life till they move out.
Them house they work for me still, you know. Because then me can tell people, say, boy, you know, me not have space still.
Yo.
But for me, it doesn't, because I face that issue now. Because I have my sister and her spouse, my mother and my nephew, and all of we can hold.
No, sir.
My mother have to go share a room with my sister, and you know.
Somebody have to sleep in our kitchen.
Exactly. I have the beds. I have the amount of beds, but I don't have the privacy for each, you know, group.
Yeah.
And you pay $16 million.
You pay $16 million.
It's not fair. And I think for something as important as housing, because affordable housing can solve so many of the socioeconomic problems that we're having in our society. Strange that they're not putting more emphasis on it.
Yeah. And you can see it's bad, you know, because as we laugh and a joke about the $60 million house, they might hardly have space to do certain things. As them come out, them sell, you know.
Yep.
Yes.
Because people can't afford anything else.
Yeah.
To tell you the truth, if me reach a place next year, I probably one of them go buy it too.
Yeah. Yeah, but
we can't what else we are gonna do. We can't do nothing else.
That's the problem now. And I think what they can do too. Some of them places want to cut the land, them and go build the house. But that build a house, just sell the land.
And make me build the house. Sell the land.
Yeah.
Cut the land and make it people.
Clear up the land them and sell the lot them for it.
Do you think that it's like a weird obsession with home ownership? Like, do you think home ownership is really and truly that necessary for you to be, you know, because a lot of people consider it, you know, asset, whatever. Is it really like, is it less, are you less off in life if you just rent for the rest of your life? Because
for
renting
me, personally, if I did me one, like if me doesn't expect me one to live for the rest of my life, sure. But I just definitely rent when I need a house. And that don't make no sense. But if you think about, for me, if you think about like having a family, you know, with somebody and them sort of stuff there, I think it's just best when you have your own house. You know, you want your kids grow up and say,
so or what? Because
no man, you want your kids grow up and say, you know, this is the family home, this is whatever, you can build your traditions, those sort of things. You don't really want a rent and then you probably have to live at some point to go somewhere else and certain things like that. So for me, if you like build a family, then for me the housing makes sense. If you alone and you're not really look for something like that, then I don't know why you buy a house. That's just a waste of money. You literally can just rent, you don't afford about maintenance. None of them stuff here. The landlord will take care of it.
Also tied down to one area, because what happens is once you have a house there, you don't want to move ever again.
You don't want to move. Once you have a house, you know, say that.
And then you say a problem. Hold on. Go on.
I was say, unless you're going into the business of building houses and
flipping,
really stating them, you know, renting them out. Because I mean, if you reach a point in your life where you have enough money, hopefully, if you can build houses, then if you have a nice spot you see it and you want it, you buy it, you build a house there. But you don't have to stay there because you have money. You just go build the next house somewhere else. And I mean, it can become a business for you. But I mean, otherwise, if it is really, you know, as
you want,
said,
you know, make no.
But you want, no. For me, if you're not going to business, I'm building houses.
No, I think it's something where you can't get too comfortable with. Because I was talking to someone the other day, and I was hearing a situation. You're there at a job, for instance, you have a stable job for over 50 years. So, for instance, you're a teacher and thing, and you're living in the same community. You're offered, the person them offer you to sell you the house multiple occasions. Until them say them now want to rent it, them will kick you out. You go rent the house beside it. You see, like situations like them, you know. I think if you have the funding and thing, man, if you get an offer to buy the thing and you know, say you're not going to move.
You're not going to away.
Just buy the house and
if you're comfortable there too, if you're very comfortable.
Because I think a part of the conversation is if you can get a house that you're paying the same amount of rent for, it is better that you take a house. I know that it comes with a lot of additional things. You have to pay tax on different things like that. But at the same time, you take it, and at the end of the day, when you don't pay for it, when you have whatever age, your children have an easier path. Because at least you can say, all right, when XYZ, I'm like, then now bang for the fax here did. So I'm not trying to make it sound like that. But
God forbid.
you know, at least them have something of themselves for them. You get me?
Yeah.
And then from there now you can create sources of income from that same house. You can use it as collateral in a certain deal, stuff like that. So you never know. But I think that, you know, what happened to young people, because what I was going to say is like some of these houses are some of these skills that they build. Like it obviously isn't for young people, and young people them really appeal to. It's like middle age.
Middle class, middle age.
Middle class, middle age people. Because as I'm saying,
stuff,
some of them houses dictate how you live. And one pitney you're supposed to have or guess. Like
one pitney.
As a young, let's say you're a young couple, most people don't want to have one pitney. So them houses really not advertised to you. It's either you go put yourself in a one case, so you pay $100,000 a month for live in a one house plus have two pitney. You understand?
Plus, in the scheme, as you talk, how these houses are spaced is not. It's not like how we young and we probably make noise and play music. Can't work because these houses are not spaced sufficiently. You can over and enjoy yourself. So a most middle age day when you consider this, you give up all of that and you go be one calm, quiet citizen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Live in a scheme all my life. Not me hate more than scheme house, but it also has its benefits.
It does.
It's benefits in terms of security and stuff like that. But honestly, if I could find security, I would not want any neighbor. I used to sit in my room, my bedroom, and talk to my neighbor on her veranda.
Okay? You're not exactly look for that right now.
No.
No.
And one time I had a neighbor that was pregnant, and when she have her morning sickness, she used to start having morning sickness like 4 o'clock in the morning. We wake up with her because we can't hear her in our
they place them so close. Place them so close. I have one whole heap of land I just not use anyway. Like, come on, cut the land in bigger, man.
Yeah, put them little bigger so that you can make eye contact with your neighbor morning time.
Now, man, the eye contact they look like, honestly, your neighbor cool differently. Yeah?
Yeah, like your neighbor.
No, I mean, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, definitely. So, if you guys have any, you can let us know what you think about housing in Jamaica. Probably we're missing it, looking at it from one point of view, but you can definitely let us know, what you guys think and what are the solutions and what you think the government should do. But we definitely, truth and I definitely advocate for affordable housing and bigger houses, or just give it the land like we do through it.
Just give it the land, them people.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, we never really talk much also about where you can find funding, but I mean,
we're gonna have to talk about that.
It's a big topic.
It's a big topic. So thank you guys for watching and bless up. Yeah.
To leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe.